Hello, folks. It's either been a while, a year, since you've seen me on this channel, or potentially it's been a year since you first saw me on this channel, depending on which channel you're watching this on, because about a year ago, we had our most significant change ever to the Kevin Chapman multiverse of YouTube channels when we took what had been our vlog channel for, 6-7 years. It was the home of the old daily vlog, the weekly vlogs, the lost pandemic vlogs and live streams, and the very sporadic content that happened after that. It was the home of some of the failed nerdy content that we tried. And it's a channel that basically we'd neglected, hadn't really done a lot with, and tried to bring back to life as a channel, as a travel channel, and it didn't really work. So last July, I made the decision to stop uploading on the vlog channel and start a new travel channel with the full intention of it being my my secondary focus, my side project. Obviously, the Football Manager channel is still the big channel, the main channel, the channel that is effectively my full-time job. That all kind of changed a little bit earlier this year when this happened. We started another channel, Block Party. If you're interested in Lego and collecting, then you're probably already subscribed to that channel. If you're not, I'll link to it down below. But this channel kind of changed everything again, as in this channel, not the one you're watching this on, because this became the side focus, the side project. And once again, for like the second time in a year, I found myself neglecting the channel that had my own name on, the new Kevin Chapman, the travel channel. And it's now a year on, kind of in the same state that the original vlog channel was in when I decided to draw a line under it and start a new one. So in possibly the most hypocritical move I've ever made, and I've made some hypocritical moves in my time, I'm moving back again. And this is why. Going forward, realistically, and I will make this as clear as possible, as early as possible in the video, but going forward, the idea of us doing regularly scheduled travel or vlog content is basically dead at this point. We've tried it for a year on the new channel. We tried it for a good 3 or 4 months on the original vlog channel. So it's over a year of banging at this drum, and it's become pretty clear that people aren't that interested in watching me do travel content, which is a little bit of a shame because I really enjoy making it, but it's very expensive to make. And if nobody's watching it, and you know, like I say, it's been nearly 18 months, we're still massively in the hole on it financially. It's not something we can carry on doing. So content on these channels in general, and I am uploading this video on both channels, you'll see why. But content on these channels is going to become much more sporadic as well, because this channel, the Lego channel, really did take off. It turns out people like me being a nerd. People enjoy the Football Manager stuff. They enjoy the Lego stuff. So I have to go as a full-time content creator where the views are with what's popular. So my focus for at least the foreseeable future is going to be the Football Manager channel and the Lego channel. So uploads here are going to be very sporadic. They're not going to be never, though. There is actually going to be a mini series starting in the next few days because we're having our annual Chapman family reunion. Ironically, the previous video uploaded on the vlog channel was the Chapman family reunion from last year when we headed down to Forest Holidays. Those of you who moved over to the travel channel with us will know that we went back to Forest Holidays in December, and it was a disaster, which is why we're not doing the reunion there this year. They're on my forbidden companies list now, but we're off to Center Parcs. It's going to be the whole gang back together again in the same place at the same time for the first time in a year, effectively, since that video a year ago. So we are going to be making some content while we're there, and I am going to be uploading that content on the original vlog channel, which is going to be renamed back to Kevin Chapman. And we're basically going to take everything that was on the travel channel. And I mean, it's a lost year of content for the vlog channel, effectively. Going forward, the sporadic travel and vlog content, when it happens, will be happening back on the original vlog channel. Because even now, a year into the travel channel, and that's a year where we've uploaded more than 50 videos over there. It's not like we neglected it immediately. We were doing 2 or 3 videos a week for a little while, and it's been mostly weekly videos ever since. It's only the last couple of weeks where we just kind of ran out of content while we were waiting for the Center Parcs trip to happen, that we haven't uploaded over there. So we gave it a good shot, but even with giving it a good shot, the original vlog channel still gets 3 times as many views each month, just from the strength of its archive. So it makes sense to just keep everything all in one place where the majority of people are. And even with all the new content being uploaded somewhere else for a year, there's more people watching the original channel than watching the new one. So it just makes sense to put it all back under one roof. So the original vlog channel, the one that was the Chapman family, it's had about 8 different names at this point, will be renamed by the time this video comes out back to Kevin Chapman. The one that was Kevin Chapman, that was the travel channel, will probably just be something like More Kevin Chapman, and will be a place for that year's worth of travel content to continue to live. There's no benefit to moving that over and putting it all on one channel. There's no way to merge channels on YouTube, unfortunately, which is a little bit of a shame, because that would be the ideal outcome. We'll make sure that that channel's content is here on the vlog channel as a playlist, so it's easy to find. You don't have to keep going back and forth between the two. But going forward, this channel will be what it kind of has been since the daily vlog stopped. Anytime we do any kind of travel, we'll vlog it, and it will be here. So you'll have the Center Parcs trip. We've got another Disneyland Paris trip planned, so that will appear here as well. Me and Anna have another cruise book, because if you didn't come over to the new travel channel, we went on our first cruise earlier in the year. The playlist is all over on the on More Kevin Chapman. Let's use the new correct branding. But we went on a cruise, just a couple of days cruise earlier in the year, to find out if we liked it. We did, so we've now booked a longer cruise. So that will be here as well. But it also leaves the door open for me to do other kinds of vlog content as well, and just make this a personal channel where I upload stuff that interests me that doesn't fit under Football Manager or Lego. And I'll just upload to it every now and then when I feel like it. There is not going to be a schedule here. Don't expect weekly videos. Sometimes you'll get a little burst of videos quite close together, like you're likely to get with a Center Parcs trip. But there might be a gap of a couple of months before the Disneyland trip. There might be something in between, but it's not really going to be anywhere that's massively scheduled. It's really just going to be a place where we can keep in touch, hang out. It's going to be the closest I can get on YouTube to what my Twitter is, effectively. Just this is what I'm up to. Would you like to see? Would you like to hang out? Would you like to see what we're doing? But it's not really a channel that we're treating as a business. We're not treating it as a place that we're trying to grow the channel, build an audience. We're not going to be doing all of the YouTubey kind of stuff that I do in the other places, because they are channels where I am trying actively all the time to grow the channels. They are very much core parts of the business, whereas this is just like the extra bit where, because one of my favorite things to do is make YouTube videos, sometimes when I go to a place, I want to make a video about it because I really enjoy making videos. I imagine the logical thing for a normal person in this situation would be like, well, just enjoy your holiday and don't film it. And I get that, and I would love to be able to do that, but in all honesty, I wouldn't enjoy the holiday as much if I didn't film it. And the content creator in me, because it's deeply ingrained within me, the content creator in me wouldn't enjoy just filming it and not releasing it somewhere. So I have to film it because I enjoy that. And then because I'm a narcissist, I have to then release the content that I filmed, because otherwise I would feel it was a bit of a waste of filming it. And bottom line, I enjoy when people say nice things to me and about me. So when I make a video of us having fun and we get positive comments, I like that. It makes me feel good. Does that make me a bad person? I don't think that it does. But I like I say, we have to kind of accept at this point that we can't anymore try and fill the year with travel and vlog content, because it's just too expensive to do. We have done a lot of travel over the last 12 to 18 months, specifically to try and create content. And to bottom line it for you, the what is now More Kevin Chapman, the travel channel, the newer one, where we were uploading all of that, we uploaded a series of videos from Lanzarote, a trip that we took specifically to make content on, and we've made maybe, I say made, this is income not profit, less than £500 off of the videos that we made off the back of that trip, which doesn't come close to covering the cost of the trip. The Rome trip earlier in the year was similar. It cost 4 figures to do the trip. We didn't make close to 4 figures from the content that came off the back of the trip. So I think we need to have a little bit of a shake up, a little bit of a rethink how we treat the travel stuff. And we love travel and we will continue to travel. And part of me thinks it being less pressured will actually lead to the content end up being better, and could actually, again, I can't turn the content creator off, could actually lead to the videos ending up more popular because they're less try-hardy. We'll see. We'll see how the Center Parc series goes, I guess. But yeah, I fully expect there's going to be some people who give me a hard time down in the comments for not making up my mind, jumping back and forth between channels, changing up the content constantly. I get that. If you go too far, you'll get blocked. It's always been the way. This is a place for positivity and fun, and very importantly, a place for us to just document the side of our lives that you don't see in the rest of our videos. Consider it like a behind the scenes. We are, or I am, a Football Manager content creator. Me and Anna are Lego content creators. That's the stuff that's more professionally produced, that's on a schedule, that's done very much with growth and profit in mind. Whereas this channel is more, and this is what we do the rest of the time, which the majority of the time, and the reason a daily vlog or a weekly vlog can never come back is because the rest of the time, the majority of the time, we are just at home making videos, and it doesn't make for very interesting vlogs. But when we go out somewhere that's vloggable, I want to be able to vlog it because I love doing that. It's a lot of fun and I don't want to stop doing it. And like I say, it makes sense to upload it back where it all began. I'm going around in circles now, so I'm not going to talk for much longer, but just to try and really succinctly clarify the situation going forward. If you're watching this on the travel channel, the new channel, the one with fewer subscribers, the one that's only existed for a year, this will be the last video on this channel for the foreseeable future. The channel will continue to exist because I can't move the content back over to the original vlog channel, and it might be at the future I find a thing to do with the channel. There might be a video that I want to make that doesn't quite fit Kevin Chapman's brand, but is a video that Kevin Chapman wants to make, and it might fit perfectly on More Kevin Chapman. Who knows? But going forward, the vlog content will be on the main vlog channel, the Kevin Chapman channel, the one that's been around for years, the one that the family vlogs used to be on, the daily vlogs. That one, that's where all that content will be. So if you're not subscribed over there, I'll leave a link to it down in the description below. Head over there and subscribe to that. If you want to unsubscribe from the travel one, I won't hold it against you, but like I say, I can't guarantee there won't ever be any more content again, so you might want to leave yourself subscribed just in case there is. I'm not sure how important subscriptions on YouTube are these days in general anyway, because it kind of just serves you algorithm style, and it doesn't necessarily come down to subscriptions anyway. But yeah, that's the plan. So if you're not subscribed to Kevin Chapman, do it now. The channel names should have all changed back over again, assuming I was able to do it. I haven't actually done it as I'm recording, but it should be something that gets done as and when this video comes out. And in the very near future, you'll see all of us back together again, Chapman family style, doing the annual reunion at Center Parcs. So there's going to be a fun little crossover of content of people who liked the old style stuff with the family, people who liked the travel stuff. It's a crossover, which is why this felt like the perfect time to make the switch back again, because it's content, certainly for the next few weeks, that I think everybody across both channels will enjoy. And then you can make your decision whether to stick around beyond that, because the family stuff, the family reunion, happens once a year. So once we've got through this Center Parc stuff, don't expect to see it again until this time next year. Like I say, the previous video on the channel was the family reunion from pretty much a year ago to the week. I think we went pretty much this week last year. So that's what's going on. Hopefully I've explained the reasoning behind it. a lot of it boils down to silly YouTube things. But I guess the other thing I've not really touched on, which is a part of it, we've had a couple of brand deal offers on the new channel that ignore. It's so frustrating working with brands. They, even though subscriber numbers doesn't mean anything, they look at that rather than looking at the view numbers. So even though on a video per video basis we did actually increase a little bit on our views per video on the new channel compared to the old one, we couldn't make the money through the brand deals because they would look at the channel and be like, you've got less than 10,000 subscribers, we'll give you X amount, which would be like a fraction of what we would have been able to get on the old channel. So, and it might see the return of some sponsored content as well, which in turn could lead to us being able to do more travel and have more fun, ironically. So we might actually get ourselves into the situation where, although we might end up with slightly fewer views per video, we might be able to make more money on each of those videos, which in turn means more videos, which is more content. YouTube is so dumb. I don't profess to be an expert, which is why I make so many mistakes. And yeah, hopefully this is the last one. And everything is now in the right place. And we've got the gaming channel, the Lego channel, which we're having so much fun with, and the one vlog channel where the entire history of our vlogging lives. I think that makes sense. Thank you for your support over the last year, trying to get the travel channel off the ground. We all gave it our best shot, but ultimately, as with a lot of things I've tried to do over the years, we just ran out of money. And this will hopefully go some way towards solving that problem. Maybe. Stay tuned for Center Parcs stuff coming up very soon. And if you are watching this on the main vlog channel, the Kevin Chapman channel, the big channel, please leave a thumbs up on it. We've got to spark the algorithm back to life on a channel that hasn't had a video in over a year. So even if you watch this on the new channel, go and watch it again on the old one and leave a thumbs up. Thanks very much for your help. And we'll see you very soon from Center Parcs. I won't be changing it again, he says every time he does this. Goodness me.